StephenOGrady, The New Kingmakers, How Developers Conquered the World. Embark on an enlightening journey through The New Kingmakers, How Developers Conquered the World by StephenOGrady, as we explore how swiftly evolving technology has shifted power dynamics within the industry. In this captivating summary, you'll understand how developers have become pivotal decision-makers in the realm of technology, and why keeping them happy is tantamount to the success of enterprises. Discover the 4 trends that have transformed the technology landscape in recent decades, and learn how hiring developers globally, embracing APIs, and reducing barriers are essential for businesses to flourish in this era of rapid innovation.
The power shift in technology. As technology rapidly changes and becomes democratized, organizations struggle to maintain control. The rise of instant messaging and the power of individual developers have disrupted the traditional top-down approach in the technology industry. While business software companies typically sell to a single buyer, Apple's success with user-friendly devices has led to a shift in power towards the end user. In turn, the importance of pleasing individual developers has increased, as they are now the real decision-makers in technology. These new kingmakers determine which software is used, and savvy software companies must learn to court them to succeed. The book highlights how open-source software has disrupted the commercial software market and emphasizes the importance of adapting to this new reality in technology. The rise of developer power. In the technology industry, developers have become a powerful force that can make or break businesses. They are in high demand, and many companies are engaging in acquiring startups for the sole purpose of hiring talented developers. This mindset contrasts with traditional corporate acquisitions, where technology was the primary focus. Developers are worth more than the products they produce. The scarcity of developers has even led to lawsuits by the U.S. Department of Justice. In this new era, software code has become a means to an end, not an end in itself. Reshaping technology trends. This passage discusses 4 major technology trend changes in the late 1990s that led to a significant shift in the tech industry. The first trend is the advent of open-source technology, followed by the growth of cloud computing, the internet, and seed-stage funding options. These trends democratized the tech industry, empowering developers and leveling the playing field by creating lean cost structures, cheap software, and affordable server space. As a result, it led to an increase in startups, expanded markets for developers, and innovative products we see today, like YouTube. Winning the tech talent war. To succeed in the competitive tech industry, companies must win over developers from a young age, price their software competitively, use innovative hiring tools, embrace open-source software, cultivate developer relations over public relations, offer flexible work arrangements, remove barriers to entry, and keep developers happy by giving them the tools and autonomy they need to do their job. By doing this, companies can attract and retain top tech talent in an increasingly competitive market. The tech industry is notoriously competitive, with companies vying for top talent in both employee and customer markets. Winning over developers is especially difficult, but it can make all the difference in building successful software. To do so, companies must start early, targeting consumers and young developers on intuitive platforms like Apple's iPhones and iPads. The first tech experience is often the baby duck phenomenon, where future judgments are based on this experience. Another challenge faced by legacy software organizations is the loss of young developers who strive to become entrepreneurs rather than staff members. This is where initiatives like the College Puzzle Challenge by Microsoft and similar programs by IBM and Google come in. Such projects aid in making software organizations visible to future developers while they are still young. Pricing software competitively can also help woo young talent. Companies can offer college students free licenses or prices in line with rival offerings. Apple already has a prominent place on campuses, making college outreach unnecessary. Innovative hiring tools like the resume.github.com site, get higher, and algorithmic analysis of developers' social media presence and programming language abilities are also game changers. Open source software is another valuable tool in attracting and retaining talented developers. Acquire deals often see companies release acquired code as open source software to enhance developers' reputations and visibility. Instead of public relations, developer relations should be the focus of tech marketing. In the era of open source software, developers prefer to download products for free to determine if they align with their needs. To achieve this, companies should give away software products, adopt flexible licensing, ensure compatibility with all operating systems, and make products available on the cloud. Companies must also be mindful of the work environment they offer developers. Allowing them to work from home expands the pool of potential recruits worldwide, but it poses logistical challenges given varied time zones and work ethics. Lowering walls and embracing APIs is also necessary to avoid erecting barriers to entry. Jeff Bezos's contribution to embracing APIs has revolutionized cloud computing. The key to keeping developers is to make them happy. Beyond competitive pay and benefits, developers thrive on autonomy, ownership of their code, and speaking their language through forums like Internet Relay Chat, Reddit programming, and Hacker News. Providing craft beer at events like RedMonk's Developer Drinkups or GitHub's networking events is also a plus. In summary, companies hoping to attract and retain top tech talent must be innovative in their approach. By using the tools outlined above and thinking like developers, companies can create and maintain a talented and productive workforce in a highly competitive tech landscape.
In conclusion, StephenOGrady's The New Kingmakers showcases how developers, once a subservient class, have risen to a position of unrivaled power and influence in the technology industry. By unpacking the 4 trends that have shaped the current landscape: open source, cloud computing, the internet, and seed stage funding, this summary paints a vivid picture of how developers have been crowned the new decision makers in technology. To keep up with this paradigm shift, businesses must acclimate by understanding what developers need. This involves strategic hiring, adjusting marketing tactics, lowering barriers, and fostering code ownership. Embrace the teachings of the new Kingmakers to stay afloat in the ever-evolving seas of technology.